This is a true story. It happened to a friend of mine. They called him Rocco. He'd worked at some of the best restaurants in town till he got caught trying to hijack a tractor trailer full of pate foie gras and ended up behind bars, sharing a cell with my buddy. It seemed all the guy read was cookbooks and gourmet magazines. He loved to talk about all the fine cuisine and the fancy foods he used to whip up. He'd go on for hours and hours talking about this soup and that sauce. Food was his whole life. My guys in prison got pinups on the walls, and so did Rocco. Only his pinup was of a rack of lamb with little panties, of course. Now, our prison chow was this greeny gray stuff that smelled like old socks. Rocco refused to eat it, said it gave food a bad name, that it offended the palate. One day when they dumped that slop on his tray, he tossed it right back into God's kisser. That little episode started the mother of all food fights. That's when Rocco went into solitary and started his hunger strike. He weighed like 300 pounds when he first went in the hole, but in the next few months, he lost more than half of it. So one night, there was this big thunderstorm with lots of lightning that lit up the sky like a gigantic fireworks. A bolt of lightning hit a transformer in one of those electrical substations. Anyway, there was a big bang, and then all the lights went out. Now, while this was all going on, it just so happened that a guard was bringing Rocco his meal, and the blackout surprised this guard, so Rocco could jump him and lock him in the cell. He snuck out into the prison yard where he almost got caught by the guards, but lucky for Rocco, guards can't see in the dark. So, Rocco made it over the wall and escaped into the woods. That night, Rocco saw a truck driver who pulled over on a back road for a pit stop. When Rocco opened the back door, he saw lots of real fancy-looking, good-tasting food inside. It was a caterer's van, and a fancy caterer, too. Rocco's eyes lit up, and he slobbered drool like it was water from a spigot. But just as Rocco was reaching for a platter of them hors d'oeuvre things, the driver finished his business, got back in the truck, and drove away. Rocco was drenched to the skin and bones. A lot later that night, he saw this deserted building, but inside it was pitch black, so he stumbled around in the dark, knocking stuff over and falling down a lot. But then he thought he'd gone to heaven when he bumped into a fridge. It was chock full of plastic containers of food. He couldn't see, of course, but he also couldn't taste or even smell what was getting a cold and a stuffed-up nose from being out in the rain for so long. All he cared about was that it was a fridge and that there was food inside. He was licking his lips like he was about to sit down to a fancy spread at some 4-star French joint. Of course, maybe his taste buds would have thought doink tasted good. I don't know. He picked out and stuffed his face. It was like in one night he gained back all the weight he lost. Did he ever feel good? Good and stuffed. Anyways, it was still dark, and since he was real full and real pooped, he fell asleep. When he woke up, it was morning, and Rocco could see. His eyes bugged right out of his head, because on the fridge there was this big notice. Caution, warning, dangerous. This laboratory cooling unit contains materials for medical and scientific experiments. So Rocco pulled the door wide open. The fridge was full of really gross stuff. Parts and pieces of, I tell you what, but I don't want to make you sick. And nearly everything from that fridge was now in Rocco's gut. This is a true story. It happened to a friend of mine. And Rocco, he's back in prison. And these days, he eats anything they put in front of him.
This is a true story. It happened to a friend of actually a neighbor of mine. Nobody can say that Patty Pringle isn't a good neighbor. And what people do in the privacy of their own backyards is their own affair. Like I said, I don't meddle. So when I saw that my next-door neighbors, the Taylors, were planning a big barbecue, I said, fine. I hope they get good weather for it, even if I'm not invited. But when I happened to peek out my upstairs window that overlooks their backyard, you know, the one you have to stand on the chair to see out of, I saw that Mrs. Taylor was going to be serving salmon, a whole grilled salmon. And at $12 a pound, who's she trying to impress? And it certainly wasn't my business when I saw their cat, Muffy, jump up on the picnic table and start to nibble on the salmon. Luckily, Mrs. Taylor came outside and caught that stupid cat in the act. Anyway, by the time I came downstairs onto my patio, I could hear Mrs. Taylor having a hissy fit. Look what that stupid cat's done! My dinner's ruined! Well, the first thing she did is grab the cat and hand it over to her precious little Emerson. Now, Emerson's going on and on about how the cat has eaten the eyes out of the salmon and how the cat's chewed up half the salmon's face. And would you believe Mrs. Taylor, just as cool as a cucumber, told Emerson not to say a word to anybody at the party? Mrs. Taylor told him that she'll fix the salmon by decorating it with parsley. Imagine disguising a chewed-up salmon with parsley. Mrs. Taylor and Emerson shook hands and zipped their lips on their little secret. I had to go out for an hour around 5, you know, when the grocery store marched down the baked goods. When I came back, the Taylor's party was in full swing. Cars parked everywhere, an awful mess. How was I even supposed to get into my own driveway? Well, as long as they were having a good time, what did it matter? Everybody, and there must have been 20 very loud people there, as if one extra person, me, would have made a big difference. They were just raving about the dinner. Great salmon. Oh, this fish is amazing, Jenny. You must give me the recipe. I've never had fish this tasty. Well, they've never had my stewed catfish, that's for sure. And there was Mrs. Taylor, just soaking in the compliments, when Emerson came running up to her. Mom, I've got to tell you something. Well, Mrs. Taylor tried to shoo him away, but he kept tugging at her arm. Finally, he just blurted it out. Mom, Muffy ate the fish and now she's dead. Well, you should have seen Mrs. Taylor's face. I'll tell you one thing, her underwear and fine delicates never come out that white on the wash line. Now everyone started screaming about poison salmon. The shrieks and cries from that backyard, people retching and rushing to the hospital to get their stomachs. Not what I would call a very successful dinner party. The next day, I happened to see Mrs. Taylor and Emerson in the backyard. I popped my head over the fence and asked how things had gone the night before. A disaster. Everybody hurling and spewing, said rude little Emerson. Their friends won't even speak to them now, said Mrs. Taylor. And if that's not enough, the cat is dead. Oh, by the way, I said about Muffy. Last night driving back from the market, I ran over your cat. I didn't want to disturb your big fancy party, so I just left the poor little thing on your porch. Nobody can say that Patty Pringle isn't a good neighbor. This is a true story. It happened to a neighbor of mine, which is probably why the Taylors don't serve fish for dinner anymore.
Now, this is a true story. It happened to a friend of mine. Jenny loved to bundle newsprint. She was a real compost queen, you know? Unfortunately, her family was the most wasteful bunch of garbage grunts on the planet. Every Saturday, Big Bill, that's Jenny's dad, would be out in the backyard stoking up his huge briquette-burning barbecue for the weekly weenie roast. Bill was a big fan of Maxi Franks, 18 inches long, big, fat, and greasy. Every Saturday, Big Bill got the grill going good. Then Cheryl, that's Jenny's mom, would come out on the deck dragging a box of frozen Franks the size of a small dumpster. Now, the Maxi Franks people, see, they loved packaging almost as much as Bill loved their weenies. A Maxi Frank box could fill a double-sized green garbage bag all on its own. Now, Bill and Cheryl didn't even like to think about garbage. You put it in green plastic bags, tossed it out on the front sidewalk, and it went away. But where does it go? Jenny would demand. Just away, Big Bill would reply. Have another hot dog. One day, Jenny tells her dad, I'm never gonna eat another Maxi Frank, ever. And she switches to a diet of raw vegetables. Big Bill and Cheryl freak out. I mean, without animal protein, they were sure their daughter would waste away. They had to get her back to eating good, nutritious Maxi Franks. But how? Then, Big Bill remembers a commercial he saw on TV. It was all about a new theme park, the Maxi Frank's Weenie Wonderland. So Big Bill piles them into the family car. An hour later, they pull up in front of a hot dog the size of an incinerator stack. And on top, there was a big neon sign that said, Welcome to Weenie Wonderland. Man, you would not believe this place. In the middle of all the attractions was a huge square filled with barbecue pits around a monster Fun Buns fountain. And everyone who worked there was dressed up like plastic mustard and ketchup bottles. And the rides, bratwurst bumper cars, sausage scramblers, and red-hot roller coasters. Oh, and of course, the Maxi Frank merry-go-round. And everybody, but everybody was chowing down barbecued hot dogs. And the waste! Jenny was horrible. Half-eaten hot dogs and mangled buns littered the grounds. She decides she's gonna find the head office and register a complaint. And Big Bill, well, he had to keep Jenny happy if he expected her to start eating meat again, so he went along. Then Jenny spots a building behind the pickle pavilion. Jenny wanted to check it out to see if this was where she could make her complaint. Big Bill didn't think it was a good idea, especially when a couple of big armed guards told him to move along. So Jenny and Bill get themselves a couple of costumes. They fall in line behind a bunch of theme-dressed workers and slip right by the guards. So Jenny and Bill walk down this long, snaking corridor and come out in a big modern factory with huge pipes pumping some kind of mush into big open vats. High-pressure hoses squirted the stuff into long, limp hot dog skins. Well, Big Bill's in seventh heaven. But suddenly, there was a shout, and Big Bill saw this nasty-looking security guard running towards them. They go racing down another long corridor, through another door, and then bam! They were standing in this huge concrete bunker full of trucks, dumping garbage and stuff into one great big pile. The smell was awful. Big Bill got dizzy and upchucked all over the place. Jenny had to help her dad out, but not before he saw the sign on the door. Makers of the Maxi Frank. Yeah, it's a true story. It happened to a friend of mine. And Big Bill, well, he still barbecues every week. But now he's cremating corn, braising beets, and, toasting tofu.
This is a true story. It happened to a friend of mine. Mike was a stock boy at the local supermarket. It wasn't a bad job, as far as jobs go, but it was pretty boring. Loading groceries onto the shelves and sweeping the floors. Sometimes he'd help the checkout girls bag groceries. Not all the checkout girls, just the hot ones. Anyhow, one day Mike was stocking the shelves, following that old stock boy's rule of thumb of putting the fresh stuff at the back and the oldie moldies up front when he was called to the checkout. One of the customers needed help carrying her groceries. This particular customer turned out to be a granny, and she had a ton of bags with her. Things were starting to look up. You see, another of the stock boys' rules of thumb was that the value of the tip is directly proportional to the number of bags to be carried. Mike picked up the old granny's bags and carried them out to the parking lot. That's when Granny confessed that she didn't have a car and asked if he wouldn't mind carrying the bags back to her place. "It's just around the corner," she said. It didn't take an Einstein to figure out that the old lady'd probably be so grateful she'd give him a really humongous tip. So Mike said, "Sure." So they started walking. That's when Mike realized that just around the corner was kind of an understatement. This granny lived at least a mile from the store and uphill all the way, through a strange, gingerbready kind of neighborhood. The whole place was like Granny City. "Not too heavy for you, is it, Sonny?" asked Granny. Mike, drenched with sweat, grunted and shook his head no. "Mind the eggs, dear," she said. They finally got to her house. Mike dragged the bags up the front steps. He put the bags on the kitchen table and then collapsed into a chair. He was totally wiped. That's when Granny said, "You've been so kind. Let me get you something for your time and trouble. I'll be right back." This is what he'd been waiting for. As the old lady scurried into the back room, she called out, "You must be hungry. Why don't you fix yourself a snack? There's lots to eat in the pantry." Mike was starving now that she'd mentioned it. He got up and opened the pantry doors. It was dark and musty, filled with jars of things like jellied calf's livers and pig's knuckles. What other weird stuff would he find? Something gross, maybe? He knew he should stop looking, but he couldn't help himself. He was hungry. He opened a cupboard door and it rolled out at him. He was scared, but he caught it. It was nothing weird at all. It was just a small jar of mixed nuts. He popped some of the nuts into his mouth. They were pretty good, could have used some salt, but not too bad otherwise. They'd hold him till he found some real food. But there was nothing. Just jar after jar, shelf after shelf of yucky stuff like porpoise parts and monkey meat. Mike was getting the dry heaves just from looking at it. He decided to stick with the nuts, thank you very much. At least he knew nuts were safe. And before he knew it, he'd finished off the jar. Finally, Granny came back into the kitchen. "Here you go, dearie, something for your trouble." And she held out 15 cents. Mike took the money. "Gee, thanks, lady." Yeesh. All that work for nothing. But, on the bright side, he'd got a free snack out of it. "Oh, by the way," he said, "you had some mixed nuts in the cupboard? Sorry, I couldn't stop myself and I kinda ate them all." "Oh, that's all right, Sonny," Granny said with a kindly smile. "With the state of my teeth, all I can do is suck the chocolate off them anyway." Hey, it's a true story. Happened to a friend of mine. Yeah, Mike's still working at the supermarket, but he's added a new rule to the stock boys' rules of thumb. Never eat on the job.
What will you call your invention, these boards that fly on water?
I think I will call them skids. Yes, water skids. I can't wait to show them to Rapsies. I'll bet he's never seen anything like them.
Hooray! Faster to go, faster!
How did I let them talk me into this?
Out of the way, Amut. Casting this spell is enough trouble without your hippo hips in the way. But the results will be worth it.
Not the spirit of the Nile again.
I'm tired of dealing with middle spirits. I'm calling a spirit greater than all the rivers and oceans of the world combined. Noon, spirit of the primeval waters.
I don't mean to be a wet blanket, but, do you think that's wise?
Don't bother me, I'm invoking. Oh, great Noon, father of waters, grant me the power I seek.
Look out, Jakal! Hold on!
Nefertina!
I'm all right. What was that?
I don't know. But it came from the gate.
May the waters of Noon flow. Strange.
Looks like Noon's a no-show.
Look, you. Nobody makes a bigger splash around here than me.
Ooh, I'm so scared I almost dried myself.
The spell I used works both ways. I can send you back through the western gate. If you can't hold your water, you're out of here.
What's that? I couldn't hear you. I've got water in my ears. Heck, I've got water for ears.
I didn't summon you here to play water sports. You're the source of all the oceans and rivers of the world. Tell me, where can I find the Fountain of Youth?
The Fountain of Youth? That's rich. There is no Fountain of Youth. The fountain's just a myth. And believe me, I know myths. Some of my best friends are myths. Thank you. I'll be here all week.
Then you're no use to me. Back through the western gate you go.
Hey, don't be so hasty. I'll do anything you ask. Could you name it? Just let me stay here and flood the world again.
Well, there's this boy I've been trying to catch, the young pharaoh Ramses. Do you think you can succeed where I have failed?
Does a stream flow downhill?
Bring him to me, and you'll be free to flood the world again.
Whoa! I'm drenched with joy!
Now you've done it, Scarab. If you unleash Noon, the whole world could be destroyed.
So, only the spirit of Ramses can give me immortality. If I can't live forever, I hope the world is destroyed.
Control your throw. You're not paying attention, my prince.
Tikal, did you have any, girlfriends back in Egypt?
There was one. Her name was Tia. She became my wife.
How did you get her to notice you?
Has a graceful gazelle caught the eye of the young lion?
Weren't we talking about girls? Are you changing the subject?
When hunting gazelles, the best way to start is by finding a watering hole. Some place where all creatures must eventually go.
Why'd you want to come to the mall? I thought we were gonna play computer games at your house.
There she is.
Who? This is my sister, Cynthia.
Yeah. You don't think she'd go out with somebody younger than her, do ya?
Ah, who cares?
Come on, Walter.
Don't be a pest, Walter. Go away.
I'm trying to, believe me.
Cynthia, hi. Funny into you here at the... funny running into you, Cynthia, at the mall,
Wherever you found your friend, Walter, take him back. He's broken.
Just when she was starting to notice me, this had to happen.
What are you talking about? Let's blow this place and play computer games at your house.
Yeah, the mall's a washout anyway.
I've increased the outlet manifold pressure. Now, hand me that amulet in the toolbox.
Raph, did you ever have a girlfriend? Before, I mean.
Well, there was one woman. Oh, she was a brilliant student, the finest touch with magic I've ever seen. But that's behind us. It doesn't do any good to look back. Well, let's see how this water cannon works now.
Should it be making that noise?
Maybe I need a smaller amulet.
Armand, have you ever had a girlfriend?
Does Anubis have fleas?
I don't know, does he?
I don't know either. But I know I had girlfriends.
So, how do you get a girl to like you?
Bread and onions. Give them food. Starve a cold. Feed a female.
Hi, Cynthia. Want some pizza?
Well, sure, Wesley, if you insist.
The name's Presley, and you're welcome. And I thought Armand had an appetite. Huh?
What a mess.
Great. No towels. What next? Ah! Let go! I'm warning you. I know Egyptian.
Seventh graders.
I hope you like the pizza.
Something bothering you, old Prince? You usually have a lot to say when I drive under the red beacons.
I was wondering, Nefertina, did you ever have a boyfriend in Egypt?
Not likely. I was pretending to be a boy, remember? I wanted to drive chariots.
What do girls like about boys?
I don't know what girls like in the modern world, but in ancient Egypt, we just wanted to have fun.
Cynthia! Hi.
Go away. Walter's not here.
I know. I'm meeting him at Wave World. I've got 2 extra tickets. I thought you might like to come. And bring a friend. I mean, it's not like we'd be going together or anything, like a date or something. Nothing like that.
Sounds like fun.
I want to go home.
But we just got here. Hey, it's Wave World, the coolest water park on the whole planet.
I know, but somehow my life isn't working like I'd planned it. Walter, I kind of like your sister. A lot.
Oh, gross. Trust me, you're better off without her. She put me in the trash can when I was 2. Yeah!
Rupsy's aunt will lead us to him. I just hope we're not too late.
Faster, Nefertina, like the wind.
You want it? You got it.
those swimming lessons?
I was beginning to think Noon was all right. But see what he's brought me. My own private fountain of youth. Your spirit will make me young again. Immortality. Absolute power. Take him.
Hey, let go! I'm warning you. I know he chipped.
Mummies.
Let the boy go, Scarab.
Well, let me think. How about... No. Shabties, destroy them.
With the strength of Ra!
Let's kick Jut! Let me give you a hand.
5 against 2.
Poor odds for them.
Sorry to raid on your parade, but I'll be taking the prince now.
Your guardians are all washed up, Rapsil.
Grab hold, O Prince!
That little squirt Rapsy's put me to a lot of trouble. I'm gonna destroy the world. And he's gonna be the first to go.
All I want is immortality. Is that too much?
Rough water ahead! Hang on!
He has Rapsies!
That really makes my water boil.
Noon changes again. Oh, it'll be living hell.
Aye, that's it. Head for the mall.
I would if I could see the street.
Go that way. I smell chili fries.
The skating rink. That way.
Thought you could make me look like a drip, huh?
You and me both.
spirit of noon has returned where it belongs.
Hey, Presley! Where'd you go after the lights went off? I was worried.
Sorry, Walter. I ran into some old friends. So, Cynthia, how come you didn't ride home with Blake?
Well, he's kind of a jerk.
Cynthia, would you maybe kinda go out with me sometime? I mean, like, on a date.
A date? You're only 12.
Yeah, but I've got an old soul, and I'll have my driver's license in 4 years.
I'll be in college.
Be patient. Everyone grows up eventually.
Hey, it's a beefy burger. Quick, turn in.
Well, almost everyone.
From the CRYPTKEEPER. Hello, Fright fans. I've been feeling a little burned out lately, so I'm taking a last-minute vacation. I want to go someplace that's relaxed and scare-free. But where? Where? Ah, here's a place with fond memories. Shreveport, Rhode Island. Just the place for a little R&R. Ah, rest and rigor mortis, that is. I could go back to New York City. I hear they're in the middle of another slime wave. Say, here's one of my favorites. You-Sick-and-Me National Park. Or maybe a nice trip to Carlsbad. Hey! Carlsbad Cavern. I could wing them up for reservations. A jungle holiday. A deep-sea adventure. I can't decide.
Cab's here.
All right, all right. While I'm making my chilling choice, let's go someplace really scary. This week's Terror Tale. It's a little gem of ghastliness, I call. While the cat's away.
P11 Baja Sand Slicer. The most extreme ultimate speed machine.
Awesome.
Better than awesome. Fearsome.
You think Dad would ever buy us one, Stu?
Right, Dwight. And I've got 7 ninjas in my back pocket.
We could at least ask him.
Heck, maybe he's in a good mood.
Oh. I'll have to think about this. French cuisine is so rich.
Yes, you are. Very, very. That is, a person of your stature deserves the richest of everything, Mrs. Crumb.
And this travel package is rather expensive.
Well, you can't put a price on memories, Mrs. Crumb.
I put a price on everything, Mr. Hancock.
But, Mrs. Crumb, I'm sure I can...
Good day.
Oh.
Hey, Dad. How's business?
things get any slower, I'm going to ask you guys for an allowance. Hand-cut travel. Yes! We have many attractive packages. To Pennsylvania, yes. To Transylvania? Well, I'm sure I can put some sort of package together, yes. Mm-hmm. Money's no object? Well then, certainly. First class all the way. I'll arrange everything. Mr. T. Charles Kingman, 711 Woods Road.
Later, Dad.
Will that be cash? Oh, fine.
He was getting in a good mood, Stu. Why didn't you ask him about the bike?
Because we're gonna get the bike compliments of T. Charles Kingman.
Huh? Hey!
Try and keep up with the program, little bro.
Jerk! Wait for me!
Money, 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 money. Money, 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 money.
It's almost as simple as you are. Kingman's rich and he's leaving town. All we gotta do is sneak into his place, grab something valuable, and the sand slicer is ours. Vroom, vroom.
But Stu...
Hey, you ain't scared, are ya?
Nah, it's just, well, that's stealing.
Picture, if you will, the destructive power of the P11 Baja Sand Slicer at your command.
Hasta la vista, baby.
When does Kingman's plane leave?
Kingman's gotta be gone by now.
Are you sure this guy's a millionaire?
Yeah, sure. The kind that don't waste money on house repairs. Come on.
I don't like this, Stu. What if somebody's home?
So we knock first.
Ah! Gross.
Yeah, cool.
There isn't enough in here to trade in on a tricycle, Stu.
You don't know that yet. Come on. I've read about crazy old guys like Kingman. They live like they're poor, but when they die, someone finds millions of dollars stashed away in some hiding place.
I can imagine what else is stashed around here.
You and your imagination.
Ah! Stu! Stu! Yeah!
Get off, dork!
The guy in the painting, Stu! It moved like he was trying to kill me.
I'm gonna kill you if you don't chill out, Dwight. You're afraid of your own shadow. And every time you get freaked out about something, you turn into a woodpecker.
I can't help it.
What is your problem?
This place is haunted, Stu. Let's forget the bike and get out of here.
Forget my P11 sand slicer? I'd rather die.
Don't say that, Stu.
There's gotta be something worth stealing. Start looking.
For what?
I don't know. All these libraries have secret panels that open up when you move a candle or something. Whoa! Good going, Dwight. Looks like you found the secret hiding place.
No, Stu, don't! I think I saw something moving in there!
Get real, Dwight. What could be in...
Stu! 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 Yeah, real funny, Stu.
What have we here? Dum-da-dum-da-dum-dum-dum-dum-da. Whoa! Major find, dude!
Hey!
Check this out. Dwight? Dwight! Now where did he go?
Let me out of here! Help! That's twice you scared the heck out of me.
Relax, Dwight. Our problems are over. I've got a map. X marks the spot.
X as in exit?
X as in treasure. We gotta head down those stairs.
Deal me out.
Treasure, dude. Maybe enough for 2 dirt bikes. Vroom?
Hasta la vista, baby.
You go first. What was that?
Just the stairs, geek.
But stone stairs don't creak, Stu.
Oh, it's a widow Poochie.
A dog?
A dog named Fifi. Sounds even more scared than you are. Probably some kind of prissy poodle or a... Whoa, this is great!
What?
The way I figure it, Kingman wouldn't have something like that skulking around if he didn't have something real valuable to protect.
Listen, Stu, maybe it's just me, but that sure looked like a werewolf.
There's no such thing as werewolves, Dwight.
Not according to Fifi! Listen, Stu, I've been thinking about that dirt bike.
Yeah, well, quit thinking, 'cause soon you'll be vroom. What is this thing? It's pretty lumpy.
Stu?
Uh-oh. What'd you do?
Whatever it is, help me shut it off!
Huh? My dirt bike! anything! The P11 and I owe you one, bro.
Uh-oh. Payback time!
We got one hope, Dwight.
Anything, Stu!
Slide and slip!
Move it, Stu! Move it! Stu?
Give me a hand with this, come on! Lift!
Too heavy.
Try again!
Stu?
Give me a hand, Dwight!
Stu?
Keep lifting, Dwight!
Stu!
Okay, what is it?
Coffin!
First hiccups, now coughing.
No, not coughing. Coffin!
I'm losing count!
I think we lost him. Stu? Stu! Don't tell me you lost me! Stu!
Dwight? Dwight? Great. No brother and no batteries.
All this for a P11 Baja Sand Slicer. I promise if I ever get out of this, I'll ride my crummy old bicycle until I'm 80. Even better, I'll walk till I'm 80.
Vroom, 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 vroom. Phew, that's a relief. Hey, wait a sec. Ha! Take more than a little old spider to scare me.
No more spitballs in history class. No more quarters in the arcade. I'll study 30 hours a day. Whoa!
Wait!
Stu?
Wait!
Stu?
Wait! Come on, dork. The treasure's just ahead. It should be right around this corner.
A dead end!
The map says there's a way. All right!
There this time, check it out first.
It's safe.
At last, no surprises. And no way out! What's so funny?
This is it. This is where the treasure's buried.
Boy, that was easy.
Watch it, dork.
We're stuck in here, Stu! Even if we could get out of here, a lot of good a P11 sand slicer is gonna do when you're inside a werewolf. Or maybe you'll just be riding at night if one of those vampires gets
you. Sand slicer, here we...
A comic book? We did all this for a comic book?
It's issue number 1.
Issue number 1? Well, that's just primo! I'd hate to go through this for issue number 2! That's us, Stu! In this room! But how? We've been set up!
Come on, Dwight. We didn't see no zombies. I don't care! You can keep the treasure! Keep the sand slicer! Just let us out of here! Go! Whoa! Keep it.
Boy, Fifi sure gave me a warm welcome home. Yuck! Poor Stu and Dwight. I'll bet they need a vacation. I guess they learned that stealing can have grave consequences. But don't worry, I'm sure their criminal plans have been laid to rest. Say, Ghoul Watchers, wanna see the slides from my trip? No! Join us next week, boils and gargoyles, for another Fear Fest.
These are the tales of the skeleton warriors.
Skeleton warriors! Skeleton warriors! Skeleton warriors! Let's go! Time is the fighter in the sky. Star moves within the shadows. Guardian shouts the battle cry. For the Legion of Light! Skeleton warriors! Skeleton warriors! They're ready to move!
In war, the cruelest battlefield of all can be the theater of the mind. There, the epic struggle rages every waking moment, and even sleep brings no peace.
belong to me now.
Not as long as I have an arm to strike with and 2 legs to stand on.
Ah, but you don't, dear boy. Bon voyage!
It's all right, Joshua. You were having a nightmare.
Second night in a row. Baron Dark controlling me.
Yeah! I had him, Cyborn! But he slipped through my fingers.
What's important, Baron, is that the device works. Some minor adjustments should be all that's necessary.
Well then, do them!
Patience, dear Baron. You forget we're dealing with an outmoded technology developed by a long-dead inventor. Fortunately, this Dr. Janoff was painstaking in keeping journals of her work.
My dream infiltration device allows the operator to enter the servo space of its subject by means of hollow projection, thereby helping to remedy sleep disorders and induce gentle, soothing dreams.
Ah, how sickeningly sweet, gentle, soothing dreams. Ah, I'm afraid the good doctor lacked imagination.
None is your equal in that department, Baron Dark.
With this little darling, I shall gain complete control over Grimskull's brain. And then the Light Star Crystal shall be mine.
There it is. They've been working on this construction site non-stop for a fortnight.
Must be a big deal. Baron Dark's lackeys aren't exactly known for working overtime.
Our sources in the Resistance tell us it's to be a human labor camp.
Slavery is Baron Dark's reward for those too pure of heart to be changed into skeleton warriors.
Justin!
I'm sorry, Joshua. That was thoughtless of me.
He hasn't gotten much sleep lately. Keeps having terrible nightmares.
Hey! No sleeping at your post, soldier.
Who's sleeping?
Perhaps it's best if you stayed behind, Grimskull. This raid demands total concentration. One misstep and...
I'm fine, Uncle. And every bit as able to pull my weight as any one of you.
You sly old fox. You angered him on purpose.
As your father always said, nothing beats a little fire in the belly to ready a soldier for battle.
We'll wait until the moon is high, and then we strike.
What a storehouse of treasures we've stumbled upon, Cyborn. Who knew that such a garden of delights even existed?
No one! Not until I uncovered Dr. Janoff's records while pilfering through the palace library.
Yes, but it was Bad Dog's keen tracking sense that led us here. Oh, look, he wants to play. Cyborn, I said he wants to play.
I've located the problem plaguing the dream infiltration device. Should be up and working shortly.
Excellent, Dr. Cyborn. My bones are simply aching to crawl inside Grimskull's brain and destroy it.
Oh, just me luck pulling sentry duty on a moist night such as this. Ha! Me elbow gets all stiff from the damp it does. Oh, a nice bonfire would warm me bones nicely. Now, where'd I put them phosphorus sticks?
Need a light?
Oh, don't mind if I do.
Don't mention it.
Let's get the rest of these planted while Lightstar and Talon...
Look out!
We'll sizzle 'em good this time.
Don't you boneheads know a surprise attack only works once?
love the outfit, Oracula. But you know what you'd look better in? A big vat of quickset mortanium.
Now that's the ugliest statue I've ever seen!
I always did have a crush on Prince Justin. Oh, guess I crushed him good this time.
Hey, Shriek! Where's Guardian?
He grabbed your sky cycle, said to meet him on the ridge.
Look at those cowards run. They ought to be called the Legion of Flight.
Scared him off good, we did. Baron's gonna be right proud of us, he is. What's that?
We did it, Guardian! Their human slave camp has been destroyed!
But how long before others go up in their place?
Sound the alarms! Close off all escape routes! They won't get away!
Every skeleton in the city will be on our tail in a matter of minutes.
If we split up, we'll make less of a target. Talon and I will go back the way we came.
And Grimskull and I will cut through luminicity. Last one back at base camp's a rotten skeleton warrior.
Uncle, don't even joke about that.
Stay low to the ground. The skeleton's radar won't be able to pick us up.
I'm all for that.
What is it, Joshua?
My head. Groggy.
You've got to get control of your cycle.
I'm trying. Feel things.
Hang on, boy! What is it, boy?
Very dark.
Yes, Grimskull. I'm inside you now, and the nightmare's just beginning.
He needs help. Someone, give me a hand. Lightstar, how did you...
We picked up your Sky Cycle's destruct signal.
Very dark.
Joshua?
What's happened to him?
I don't know. He needs medical attention, but I fear moving him.
Perhaps I can be of some assistance. I'm Lucius, Resistance Leader, Sector 3. Come, there is a safe house nearby.
Wait, how do we know you're who you say you are?
Forgive me, my liege. To root out the darkness, set evil to right. This is our pledge.
The Legion of Light. Lead the way, good Lucius.
Prince Joshua can stay here as long as he needs to. The king was always very kind to my family.
Celine lost her husband and son to the skeleton warriors.
He's not struggling anymore. That's a good sign, isn't it?
I don't know, Talon.
My husband was a doctor. This was his medical bag.
Maybe this alpha scan can provide some answers. Physically, I don't see anything wrong with him.
What is it, Uncle?
His eyes don't respond. Oh, it's as I feared. He's slipped into a coma.
I've been expecting you, Grimskull. Do come in.
What is this place?
Don't you know? It's your mind. Not a pretty sight, is it? Actually, it's not your mind anymore. I'm pulling the strings now. You'll do as I command. Agreed? Excellent. Now be a good boy and tell me the location of...
Infiltration device.
What's that?
Operator to enter.
What is the meaning of this?
Means of hollow protection. Remedy sleep disorder. Induce gentle, soothing.
Cyborg! That infernal woman is ruining everything!
Most strange. Janoff's encoded journal must have somehow melded with the holoprotection.
Spare me the scientific mumbo-jumbo. Just give me the bare bones of it.
Plain and simple, dear Baron. She's a virus. A ghost in the machine.
Then do what you would do to any virus, good doctor. Kill her.
What is it, Lucius?
Doc's men are doing a house-to-house search. We need to move Prince Joshua to more secure surroundings.
Not in his condition. It's too risky.
My brother will not be moved.
So be it. My men and I will hold off the bony beasts as long as we can.
What's that gadget do?
It's called a cranioscan. It picks up irregularities in the unconscious and can... I don't believe it.
What was that, Uncle?
My old mentor and teacher, Dr. Augusta Janov. I just saw her in Grimskull's cranioscan.
So, what are you saying?
Many years ago, in your father's court, I studied under Dr. Janov. She was as brilliant as I was impertinent. We often argued. You say your inventions are for the good of mankind, but what if they fell into the wrong hands? Couldn't they be used for evil?
Knowledge, progress, those are our concerns. There's no good or evil in science.
Yes, but there is evil in the world. It's an argument we never resolved. Later in her life, Dr. Janov became very secretive and moved her laboratory to a remote location even I wasn't privy to.
What does all this have to do with Joshua?
It was rumored that late in life, Dr. Janov perfected a dream infiltration device. She meant it to be a boon to mankind, a cure for sleep disorders and nightmares. But in the wrong hands...
Baron Dark. That explains the nightmares Joshua's been having.
We have to stop Baron Dark before he destroys Grimskull's mind.
But what of his body? It's too dangerous to move him. Yet, we can't leave him here unguarded. Not with Baron Dark's warriors going house to house on a search and destroy mission.
I'll stay with him. And I pity the skeleton who tries to get in the door.
Now, how exactly do we locate Dr. Janov's hideaway, Uncle?
I've got the Sky Cycle's flat screen hooked into Grimskull's cranioscan readout. The closer we get to the source, the stronger the signal should become.
Hang in there, Joshua. I'm right here.
Crawl into my web. Set the Baron to the fly. You get a charge out of this. Playtime is over. Now tell me the whereabouts of the other half of the Light Star Crystal.
Never.
Never is a very long time. And I'm not sure you'll live that long.
Look everywhere. Tear the place apart.
The skeleton guards are next door.
You're looking for the Royals? I saw them go this way.
Show us!
They went in there.
Baron Dark will reward you for this.
I just got my reward.
Signal's strong. It's coming from inside this mountain. We only need to find an entranceway.
We just found one.
May I have the pleasure?
Be my guest.
And now, Grimskull, it's time!
What? All right, Dark. It's over. A step away from the dream machine.
Oh, I don't think so. You see, I've got young Grimskull in a very, shall we say, uncomfortable position right now. See for yourself. Ever hear the old saying that if you die in your dream, you die for real? Wouldn't care to test it out on baby brother now, would you?
Justin, go away. It's too dangerous. Dark rules this place.
No! This is your mind! This is your dream! You can control it!
Can't. My strength is gone.
And draw strength from your family! Guardian and I stand beside you.
Oh, how very touching. Sheer nonsense, of course, but touching nevertheless. Destroy the equipment and you'll destroy Grimskull. And that's my prerogative. Tell me where the Light Star Crystal is hidden, or in you go.
Draw strength from your family.
I'm right here.
Hang on.
I won't let you defeat me!
What is this? You must obey me! Stop this impertinence!
Like the man said, bon voyage!
He defeated me.
We all did, Baron.
Huh?
Sweet dreams.
Better get out of here. 60 seconds till detonation.
What about you?
I'll be along. Go!
Dream infiltration device.
I just wanted to say goodbye, old friend.
Turbospace.
Colleague.
Means of hollow
Teacher.
projection, helping to remedy
Come on, Uncle, come on! No!
Don't look so surprised. Old fools like me never die, they just get crankier.
Let's go home.
In Baron Dark's defeat, I learned where our real power lies. It's not in our weapons, not even in the Light Star Crystal, but in our strength as a family.
You've won this battle, Legion of Light, but I shall live to fight another day. I always do.
Loyalty, family, unity. Mere words when scribbled on a page, but powerful weapons when etched upon a warrior's heart. Strong enough to defeat the forces of evil? Who can say? Perhaps I should sleep on it.
Huh? That was fine, but during my solos, do me a favor, Vic, and stop singing, okay? That's the point of solos.
And when do I do my solo?
What solo? You're just the singer.
Just the singer? Oh, right! Fine, Mr. Solo Genius.
Say, why don't we just do all the solos together?
Oh, Frank, please.
Listen, Vic, I'm the leader of the group, so do me a favor and just do what I say, period, okay?
Oh.
All right, from the top. 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah! Thank you, Shady Nook Retirement Home! You guys rock!
I'm so old.
Awesome plan, Larry. What's next? Your little brother's birthday?
Quit being so negative. At least we had one connoisseur. There was applause with both hands.
At the rate of 1 fan per concert, we'll fill a stadium in 57 years.
1 fan per concert is all you need. If that fan is Carnage!
Wowie zowie. Oh, it's him!
Let me do the talking. Hey, Carnage, I'm...
If beauty had a sound, then it would be your voice. And if beauty had a form, it would be your face.
Wow. Thank you. My name's Victoria.
And I'm Larry, manager, songwriter, lead guitar.
I came to see my grandmother in her rest home and I heard you singing.
Oh, that's so cute. He came to see his grandmother.
How would you like to sing with me tomorrow at the thanatorium?
Sorry, but tomorrow's house cleaning.
I would love to.
Hey there, guys! Tonight it's movie night. Oh!
Mamma mia! I'm going.
Oh, yeah, that's right, your super hot date. Will you be home late? It's not like I want to know, it's so that you'll tell me.
You're not my dad, Larry.
What's he got that I don't have? Could you tell me?
Oh, let's see. He's just talented, handsome, rich, and famous.
Okay, but apart from that...
Hi there. Is my guitar bothering you? It's solid silver. They say it makes werewolves go completely off the wall.
Huh? Huh? I don't feel so...
Okay, don't wait up for me.
Out of the way, Larry.
Mind you, I don't give a duck's behind. She can go out with whoever she wants.
So, everything's cool.
Sure thing.
And I don't dig her at all.
Well, then there's no problem. She can date whoever she wants.
Exactly.
Great.
I'm still gonna go tell her that everything's cool, and I'm not into her at all.
Right.
Huh? Where's he going anyway? Huh?
Hello, my ghoulettes.
Hello, Carnage.
My lovelies, very shortly you're gonna have a new friend.
You gotta split real fast, Victoria. Carnage wants to put a spell on you, brainwash you, something like that. That's why he's after you.
Hey, the
Huh?
truth is, you're just a big loser.
But...
So you explained everything to Victoria?
Hold on, I just discovered something real suspicious. A group of lobotomized girls, right? So I'm trying to save Victoria, and she sends me packing. So unreal.
I can't imagine why.
Good evening, guys and ghouls! Here is the idol of Fright Night, Carnage! With a surprise, his latest discovery, Victoria!
No, I don't believe it. I'm dreaming.
Mamma mia, he's so mad he's gonna eat him alive.
Well, if I were Larry, I'd jump on stage and beat him in a rock and roll showdown.
Yeah, but you're not Larry, and you left your brain back at the house.
Besides, Larry's not really the type of guy who would do something that dumb.
Carnage! If you want to sing with Victoria, you're gonna have to win her. Come on, Tinsel Teeth. We're gonna have a rock and roll showdown.
How embarrassing.
Okay, loser, you're on. But if you lose, you'll never see Victoria again, understand?
Whoa, just a sec. What's all this macho stuff? Do you think I'm a ditz or what? That said, two buff guys fighting over me is kinda awesome.
I'm gonna destroy you.
Anytime.
This is ridiculous, Victoria. You're behaving like a spoiled little girl.
Oh, you think so?
I gotta go.
Larry is really lucky to have such good friends who support him.
No, I mean that I really have to go.
Well, hurry up then.
First round, the rockin' is drift. Oh, Carnage is on fire! Second round, the stage dive! Carnage is bringing down the house!
I'm okay!
Ooh, boy, that must have hurt!
Where's the bathroom? Is there a potty in there?
All right, friends! Looks like the furball is off to a bad start!
Come on, Larry, wake up!
Huh? Are the children in bed yet?
What? Oh.
Oh?
Fight back! Go get him! If you're gonna fight for me, it's better if you're not unconscious.
Hey, hurry up! It's an emergency! Oh.
Third round now! Time to smash your guitars!
This way, my beauties.
Huh? Can't we just take them apart?
And now it's time for the Pogo Trial! Carnage!
Yeah!
Woohoo! Fuzzy Bear is cutting loose! Whoa! Mighty impressive comeback! 3-1!
Look at him go!
I thought I was in the girls' restroom, but I made a mistake.
What's all this about?
Please help us. We're doomed to sing with Carnage forever, unless the spell is broken by one of us managing to sing with someone else. Help us.
And now for 3 whole points, a monstrous duo!
For the very first time tonight, your love is like a stake in my heart.
Vic, no!
Cool it, teddy bear, one at a time.
When the town is cold and you feel those pangs,
Baby, just be bold. Let me see your face.
let me see your fangs, let me see your fangs.
No brainer for me. I'll betting everything on Carnage.
Larry, to break the spell, you gotta have Victoria sing with you.
Mamma mia.
Come on, Victoria, one last song together.
No, must only sing with Carnage.
Huh? Just one, to say farewell. Victoria, it's me, Larry. Remember? You are going to sing with me, got it?
Larry. Larry? No, stop it! Quit giving me orders!
That's it! That's it! It's the old you! All right!
Oh, a silver microphone. Oh!
When the sun has set and the vampires wake, baby, don't forget that it's for you I ache.
You know I've loved you right from the start.
Baby, your love is like a stake
from my heart. On the darkest night, when the bats fly high, baby, don't take fright. Just tell me why. Can't be together, can't be apart. Baby, your love is like a stake through my heart. A stake through my heart.
It gives me the shivers. Whoa! Too cool, Fuzzy Bear.
Carnage, you've got visitors. Here he is, girls.
We're gonna mow you down, Carnage! Quick, catch him!
Oh no, not my hair!
Gee, that was a close one. You know what? We all pulled together, and I think this experience has made this band stronger than ever. And Victoria, I've been thinking about your solos. Why don't we do them together?
Oh, thanks, Larry.
But I'm still the boss, okay?
And I'm the star singer.
Yeah, but it's my group.
I know. You command, and we obey.
I don't believe it. Here they go again.
Better if we all agreed. What? What's so funny, huh? Come on, Vic, you making fun of me?
Thanks for coming out in such numbers. And now for our next song.
Closing time. Yeah, right. Our rotten evening continues.
Hey, everybody!
Frank, how did you manage to get yourself home?
Came back by scooter with the waitress. Oh, I don't believe it. My arm!
You only just noticed that now.
Man, what a dolt, Frank! We can't have a drummer who loses his flippin' arm every week.
Hey, cool it. Where's your sense of humor? I'll look for it tomorrow. I don't need it to sleep.
Oh! Hey, he scared me.
Hey, it's not my fault if the bar burned down.
Right, it must be mine then.
Hey, ma'am, what's that big house over there?
It's called a museum, you see? And that's called a door, and behind it there are big rooms with lots of works of art.
Yeah, and there's tons of cool stuff in there, like spare arms, spare legs, skeletons with 2 heads, clawed hands.
Yeah, there's even a whole department for spare parts. They even have arms from arms.
And how are we supposed to get inside there? Yeah, right. And bingo! Simple as 1, 2, 3. A brand new arm. Lifetime guarantee and hand stitched.
I'm gonna do some double stitching. It rolls better when you start to play your drums.
Hey, this thing's a riot. I think I'll give him a name. I'm gonna call him Arm Arm. Hey there, Arm Arm.
That's stupid.
Ooh. Yeah!
Yeah!
Rock and roll! Hey, stop it, Arm Arm! Arm Arm, stop it now!
Cooking.
Man, I hope he doesn't want to do this all the time.
Better say our prayers. Frank's making dinner.
It's not me, it's Arm Arm.
I'll turn on the radio.
Breaking news for our listeners. The arm of Dr. Pulpos that was stolen from the Museum of Monster Attractions is extremely dangerous. Already stolen on numerous occasions, the arm seems to be cursed.
Bah, what a bunch of hooey. That arm is amazing. It plays the drums prodigious fine, and it fixes
Previous
dinner.
thieves have never been heard of again.
Whoa!
At least he's modest. He doesn't like being talked about.
Arm Arm! Whoa! Boy, oh no!
Oh no! Hey, that thing is gonna swallow us all whole. Savage.
If you're gonna destroy my clothes, don't bother to clean the house!
Hey, Arm Arm, do you mind washing my underwear?
No. No, Arm Arm!
No way, Buster. Not in your wildest dreams are you gonna touch me.
But it's not me! Anyway, I think he just wants to massage you so you can forgive him.
I like to get a back rub too.
Hey, no way!
Oh, that tickles. It feels good.
Hey!
Hey! What's a mummy? It's Tootin' Cotton. Tootin' Cotton.
Arm, where are you going now?
A foot bath full of innards. Now that'll attract googly gals in bikinis.
Holy cow, the arm talks. This is not looking very good.
Enough already! I'm sick to my brain of looking after feet on one hand and bandages on the other. Hey, ouch! Oh no!
Oh, recalcitrant body!
Dr. Bulbus's arm is endowed with extraordinary power. It changes personalities. Careful, I repeat, this arm is excessively diabolical.
Oh, holy ghoul.
Oh, mirror of my soul!
All right, knock it off, will you? We gotta get out of here.
Such foolish poppycock and balderdash, my young friend.
And be eaten, such is his fate.
What is that white thing with really big ears? And what's that funny green toaster with jaws? Ow! Hey, it's a mad zucchini.
She broke my tooth.
To be or not to be? That is the question! To be or not to be under a rug?
I have got to get that arm to straighten everything out.
Oh, sure, Arm, I love your power. I do, I really do.
Pennsylvania police, surrender! You're surrounded!
Oh, look how dirty your nails are, Arm.
Oh, great Arm, is that tight enough for you? Oh!
Your reaction is quite symptomatic of the failure of your quest, Arm. Untie me and let's talk.
Grr. No, I don't want to.
There's still no reaction at all from the kidnappers despite orders from the police force to surrender.
Live here with Horror TV. We're with Mrs. Lily.
It's Miss Lily.
I believe we can safely say that your tenants have no chance of getting out of here alive.
Oh, gee, that's awful.
Listen, Arm, I can't make heads or tails of this.
How about arms?
Hey, Chief, I ordered some pizzas. I hope you got a receipt.
I think this conversation is going nowhere.
You gotta scare the hostages. They're goners, but they gotta still believe. Gotta use psychology and negotiation. You're right, Chief. They gotta believe, even though they're gonna wind up mashed potatoes.
And do you like music? There was a lonely little coffin. There was a lonely little coffin who wasn't buried underground.
Arm, if you hear me, it's Police Chief Scaredy talking to you. We know you're holding a certain Larry hostage because he left his wallet in the museum.
Make a move and I do them all in.
Don't do it, kid. Just tell us what your demands are. $1 million in hard cash and the usual plane full of gasoline, I guess, right?
No, you guys don't get it. I want some Dio.
Some Dio? You mean a car, right? To escape with?
No, deodorant from my underarm. For me, the arm.
That arm is nuts. He wants deodorant.
Okay, we'll get it for you.
Got a stick, okay? One that goes psh and tickles.
Gotcha.
Super. It's my favorite brand. Huh?
Oh, that's so sweet. You had that tattoo done for your mommy? Say there, Arm. You love your mommy?
Yeah.
A mommy is important. You only have one. She's the one who tells you to wash your ears. Your armpits. That thing with hair underneath it.
Yes.
Wouldn't you like to see your mommy?
Mommy! Oh, I'm so sad.
Now it's all over. You're gonna put everything back like it was when you came, and we're gonna find your mommy for you.
To be or not to be?
We're here live on Horror TV. How did you manage to live through this ordeal?
Excuse me, I have an important message I need to give. Little Johnny would like his mommy to come and get him. Right, Johnny?
That's right. Mommy!
Hello, madam. Live here on Horror TV. You are really the foot of the mommy of Dr. Pulpus, and therefore subsequently the mother of this ragamuffin arm.
Yes, and I'm not at all happy with him. You come here right now, you brainless little biceps.
But I didn't mean to, Mom, I promise. I'll never do it again. I really, really won't.
Back to the museum and on the double.
But, Mom...
I shouldn't say it, but I miss Arm.
Don't open it. It's gonna be the arm for sure.
You forgot something. You can keep your wandering hand. No, enough already.
Seriously, though? Can't you behave yourself around young ladies? And how can I play without my arm?